Hey everyone, it's Greg, and it's another edition of Unbreakable, the podcast. And today happens to be Thursday, January 11th, 1/11. And a lot of things to talk about here today, including now, yesterday I gave my opinions on the Saturday NFL games coming up. Today, we're going to talk about the Sunday games. Three Sunday games. A lot of good games this weekend, so we're going to talk about those in a minute. What I really wanted to say is, it is January. And you know what? I saw this on the news yesterday. Did you see this? They had some sort of person from TikTok. I don't have TikTok. Or somewhere, some social media platform. Young person, Gen Z, Gen K, Gen J, Gen Z. I can't keep track of all these. Millennial, I can't keep track of any. This young person is saying how much they love January. They love it. They said, what? Because after Christmas, I can just decompose. Decompose. Wait a minute, decompose. Is that decompose? That's like when you're dead, right, Bud? Bud's here. You can't see him when he's here in the closet. No, decompress. That's a little different than decompose. I can just decompress, and all the credit card bills are all paid, and I can just relax, and the kids are back in school, and I just can. I love January. January is my favorite month of the year. Bull crap. Bull crap. I January is the worst. Oh, I hate January. It is my worst month of the year. I tell you, I hate January. It's dark. It doesn't. It's dark early. It's cold, windy. There's really nothing. February has Valentine's Day, right? President's Day, the Super Bowl. It's a short month, so it's over quick, and you're in the spring. Yeah, January has some events for me. King Day, which is great. Uh, Football, thank God for football. Football playoffs, great. But on the whole, January sucks. It's my worst month of the year, right, Bud? He agrees because he has to go outside and pee, and it's cold out there, right, Bud? You don't enjoy that. You would rather it be May, June, even July. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to say this young person on there raving about January, they're stupid. Okay, so that takes care of that. Uh, hey, today is National Milk Day. National Milk Day. Yay. Um, I I like milk, but I like chocolate milk the best. Chocolate milk. Do you remember when you were a kid growing up? I I remember chocolate milk. You get it. It wasn't already made like it is today. We had to make it. We actually had to put a little effort into it. Got this. It was came in a box. Nestle Quick, 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 and you would pop off the lid with like the end of a spoon, pop it off, and take a whiff in there. Oh, all that chocolate, cocoa, it smelled so good. Oh my God. Ah, I can still smell. Red button. Tongue man. Tongue is out. I wish you would come over here so the people can see your tongue. Anyway, so uh chocolate milk always makes me milkshakes, of course. But I'm on a diet now, so I have to stay away from that crap. Speaking of diet, there's my carrots. See, I'm being a good boy. I'm eating my carrots for snacks. Gave up the crap. I gave up the sugar, the cookies, the candy. I'm never a big candy guy. The cookies, the chips, all that crap I gave up. and I'm losing weight, which is a good thing. So feeling better. And if you're going to be around, if you're going to live, you might as well feel good, right? I mean, what the hell? Why are you living if you feel crap, right? So feel good and live. So I got my carrots here. What I remember about milk, you know, is I remember these commercials. Got milk. Remember those commercials? Got milk? And they would have a celebrity there with a milk mustache. They just drank some milk. I remember those. I looked them up. That campaign started in 1993. I thought it was later than that. I thought it went back to like the 60s or 70s. I swear to God, I remember old classic movie stars like John Wayne coming on with a milk mustache. And I guess I'm wrong. In 1993, the Got Milk campaign started. And it wasn't until 1995 when they added the milk mustache. And you saw it. And it was a big thing. And then 2014, 9 years ago, they got rid of the Got Milk campaign. In California, everybody watching me out there in media, California, they had a new campaign called Milk Life. And it's not as catchy. It doesn't roll off the tongue. Milk Life. Apparently, though, milk consumption went up in California, but that it never caught on across the nation. To me, I would bring back the Got Milk. You know, I think nowadays, with the way society is now, you could probably get away with commercial. Got beer? Got beer? Anyway, it's National Milk Day. So have one with me. Chocolate milk. Chocolate milk. Chocolate milk is good. All right. So I got, before we talk about the NFL games, I thought about this. Since Bud's right here, even though you can't see. Most of you guys have dogs or cats, right? You have to. Everybody loves animals. Everybody loves pets. And they bring a lot of joy to our. And the one thing I noticed this morning is, did you ever notice after you fed your pet, your dog or your cat, does not involve goldfish or hamsters. After you fed your dog and your cat, do they lick their chops for like 10 minutes? Like that? I noticed that. And I signed up, but then it hit me that, you know what? People don't do that. That's one difference between dogs and people. Other than dogs have four legs and they're on the ground and everybody, they lick their chops. Why don't we try this today? The people, I'm going to do it. If you're at your dinner table, don't eat it. Whether maybe you're home, maybe you're at a restaurant, and the waiter comes in and says, "How was your meal? Did you enjoy it?" You go to him, or go to your wife at the dinner table, or your husband. That was really good. And do it for like 10 minutes, like the dogs do, and see what happens. Huh? All right. Anyway, enough of this foolishness. But it is true. It is true. Dogs and cats do that, and they show. I think they're showing you, wow, that was really good. That piece of chicky or that fish. You give your cat a little tuna fish. That was really good. I liked it. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, Daddy. Give me more. Give me more. So anyway. Oh, yes. So NFL games. Well, here's the deal. It's Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the Monday night game. It's only one game. This happens to be, right, Bud? Happens to be the Eagles game. We're going to talk about the Eagles, all Eagles tomorrow. We're going to talk about it, break the game down. Our thoughts on the Eagles, right, Bud? Yeah. And then Saturday, okay, Bud, we want some of those too. I'm not a Karen. Saturday, Saturday's the day because before the tournament starts, before the playoffs begin, I'm going to give you my prediction of who is going to win the Super Bowl this year. Will it be the Eagles? Will it be somebody else? We'll see on Saturday. So anyway, Sunday's game. Look at this guy. Look, tricky, you know? Sorry for this. You know, Daddy is really good to these guys. Look. There it is. No, I'm on a diet. There you go. Lead treat for dogs. Good thing I didn't eat that. Number one, it's for dogs. And number two, I'm on it. All right, so Sunday's games. Well, first game is Pittsburgh Steelers at the Buffalo Bills. Now, keep in mind, it's going to be a typical nasty weather day up in Buffalo. A lot of wind, which is big when you play football. You can't kick it as well. You can't throw it as well. A lot of wind. I think they're called for snow flurries up there on Sunday. I would be surprised. So the line right now is Buffalo -10. It's the largest line of any of the games this weekend. To me, I think because of the weather, well, Pittsburgh likes to run the ball, I think. You know, count on a lot of Najee Harris, or whatever the hell his name is, and James Cook, the Buffalo running back, should have a big day. Now, that's not saying Josh Allen isn't going to do his thing. He will. I think even though he's used to those winds and the bad weather up there, I think Josh Allen's going to have a good game too. But I could see Buffalo getting out in the lead and then pounding the rock for the rest of the game. To me, I think Buffalo is, Buffalo remembers last year, they got beat at home. Do you remember that? Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals went up there and they kicked the crap out of the Bills. Remember that? Buffalo remembers that. And Buffalo is going to say, no, it's not going to happen again. Buffalo is a hot team. And I love hot teams going into the playoffs, no matter what sport it is. I wouldn't be surprised if Buffalo made it to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl. And you know what? Those people up there deserve it. They deserve it. And they already think they're losers living up in Buffalo. They've been through the ringer with this team, the Bills Mafia. They deserve a championship up there. So I'll tell you what, if the Eagles don't win, I hope Buffalo wins. But that's not necessarily my pick. We'll see that on Saturday, who's going to win the Super Bowl. Anyway, so that goes to say I picked Buffalo on Sunday. I think they're going to win big. Maybe 31-10, 31-7, something like that. Go Bills. All right, game number 2 is the dreaded, nasty, hated, evil, disguised. What else do you want to say there, bud? Ugly, not ugly. Dallas Cowboys. Ugh. I hate those guys. Don't you? I still say that when I take the dogs out to the kitchen. I told you this. I say it maybe 10 times a day. Let's go. Here we go. Come on, here we go out to the kitchen. And because of Dak Prescott now, damn him, I keep saying it. Here we go to the kitchen. Here we go out the pee-pee. Here we go. I can't stop saying it. I keep hurt. Damn that. Dak Prescott. Right, bud, right. So, Cowboys are playing at home. They haven't lost at home yet this year. They're playing the Packers. So you would think this isn't going to be much of a matchup. Mike McCarthy is playing his old Packer team there, coaching against his old Packer team. And the Packers with Jordan Love, he's off and on. 7.5-point under. Well, first of all, I think there's going to be a lot of points scored. There always is when the Cowboys play at home. Cowboys are averaging over 30 points a game at home. CD Lamb, the guy the Eagles should have a big game. Packers have trouble covering slot receivers, and CD Lamb is going to be in the slot a lot. He's going to catch a lot of balls in the middle. CD Lamb, big game. Even though Dallas is favored by 7.5, and even though I hate their guts, it's not the reason why I'm going to say that Packers will cover it or not. I just think the Packers, I think the Cowboys unfortunately escaped. They could choke. We've seen the Cowboys choke before in the playoffs. Yeah, once it's the playoffs, they're like a whole different team. Even at home, they choke. But I don't know if the Packers have enough to beat them. But I think the Packers need to keep it close. I can see Cowboys winning 27-24, something like that, right? So I was betting, man, I would take the Packers in points. But as far as a winner, I'm sorry to say, Cowboys probably are going to. Sorry about that, bud. Okay, in the night game, Sunday night. Oh, this is going to be a good one. The Los Angeles Rams are at Detroit. Right, bud? First playoff game for the Lions in a long, long time. First playoff game at home. That Ford Field is going to be rocky. Well, unfortunately, the Lions are missing some people on defense. Sam Laporta, the rookie tight end, may or may not play. Because stupid Dan Campbell, the head coach of the Lions, played most of his starters last week and kind of a meaningless game for Detroit. And he ended up, Laporta got hurt. So we'll see if he plays. But I don't know. I just think even though the Lions are good, there you go, big guy. To me, the Lions may have a little nerves there. First time in the playoffs in a long time. They're playing a very experienced Rams team. Don't forget, the Rams just won the Super Bowl a couple of years ago with a lot of the same team. Rams are a hot team, too. They're coming into the game really hot. And they're getting 3.5 points. Rams, Matthew Stafford is coming back from Detroit. Jared Goff, who used to play for the Rams, is playing against his old team. Now, Jared Goff is really a good player. He's been the best quarterback against the spread for like the last 5 or 6 years. But I just think the Rams are not only going to cover this game, 3.5 points. I think the Rams will. I just think the Rams have the experience. They know what it takes to win in the playoffs. And the Rams with Puka, or whatever his name is, Cooper Kupp, and Williams, their running back, their defense, Darren. I think the Rams get the job done this weekend. So, there's your winners. Buffalo, Dallas, gagging with a spoon, and the Rams. So tomorrow, we'll talk about the Eagles game on Monday. And bud, we'll talk about that a little bit. And we'll see what happens, huh? You know what? It should be a fun weekend. This is probably my most enjoyable football weekend of the year. Because you got all these wild card games. Now, next week's not bad either. You got the division games, and now next week you're going to get the 49ers involved, and you're going to get the Ravens involved, and the winners are going to be, and you're really going to pare it down and see who's going to play in the conference championship games. Right, bud? He's getting all excited until the Super Bowl. So next week is good, but this week is really a lot of fun. So, like I said, January sucks. There's not much else to do. So enjoy the football this weekend. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Unbreakable in the morning. And I hope you tune in and watch. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Bud, you never made yourself appear for the people here today, but assure me, Bud's here. You hear him? He's whining. He's a little stinky too, right? Bud, we have to give you a bath, huh? Not just. I think instead of carrots at my desk, I need one of those air fresheners, you know. But I love the guy. I love the guy. We've been buddies for a long time, right, Bud? Yeah, we're sticking together. That's the way it's going to be. Katie does not make an appearance today. She's a little diva, but I love her too. So, see you guys tomorrow. Have yourself some milk today. Celebrate National Milk Day. For me, make it chocolate. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.